You know, I tell people, I brag about you. I name drop Joel Gratz. I'm like, I know that guy.
I wish you could hear what he's saying about you right now. He's like, my man, my secret weapon. He name drops you all the time. Everyone, this is Joel Gratz with Opensnow.com. Thanks for coming up to the mountains today.
You bet. Great to be here.
So you've been up here for a little while visiting friends and kind of taking a break before the winter business for you kicks in full swing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of my favorite times of year. Of course, I love powder in the winter, but September, blue skies, crisp air, usually not a lot of precipitation. It's great to be up here in the mountains.
So why did we see, and you can probably nail it on the head, why do we always see the moisture in the afternoons? It seems like more in August than July and September. Why the month of August?
Sure, and this is the monsoon. It's just a cycle that the atmosphere goes through, where in late July through most of August, we get a flow from the southwest, pulls in moisture from the Pacific Ocean and the Gulf of California around Baja, and we get afternoon thunderstorms due to that moisture.
But why in the afternoon? Why not in the morning
Sure.
or at night? Why is it
Sure.
always in the afternoon?
Great question.
This is for me because I want to know.
No, absolutely. So we need two ingredients to get showers and storms. One is the moisture, so we talked about that. You get that flow from the southwest, comes up, we have moisture. But the second is a trigger, and that trigger is usually the heating of the sun and convection. So have you ever heard of a convection oven, the heat? So the sun warms the air during the morning and midday, the ground, and that ground heats the air, and the air starts rising like a hot air balloon.
And then they hit each other.
Well, it's the rising air actually that brings that moisture up and forms the clouds and the storms. So that rising air goes up, and that's when you see the thunderstorms build during the midday and the afternoon hours.
You love talking about, I mean,
I
you
do.
love it? I mean, it's kind of cool. It's
You
fun
said
talking
I
to
only
you.
have 4 minutes here. We could go all morning.
I know we could. We totally could. So we obviously, in just a little bit, you're going to hang out for the next hour. You're going to do some weather reports with us, talk about kind of what we see happening over the course of maybe leading into the winter with the winter predictions. We'll see what's happening. But what do you see coming up for the next couple of weeks? I know, can you predict a couple of weeks out? Like, you guys are already predicting winter back in the spring a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk a little bit in the coming hour about how we think about 3-month forecast, 6 months forecast. Really what we can do pretty well is 5 to 10 days. 5 to 10 days, you can get a general gist of what's going to happen. And over the next week or two, it looks like we're going to have some very nice weather like we're having now, and then we'll go back to some showers and storms in the afternoon. So we'll talk a little bit more about those details coming up, but we can also talk about the winter because we are looking ahead. That's what everybody wants to know.
Sure.
At this time of the year. What's going to happen for powder days?
Okay, so when you say you can comfortably predict 5 to 10 days, is that year-round or more in the summer?
It's a good question. Actually, well, the summer is a little bit more difficult. It's two separate regimes. In the summer, you're thinking about afternoon thunderstorms. So we can figure out, hey, are we going to have to deal with them or not? But we're not going to be able to tell 5-6 days out exactly when a thunderstorm is going to form. That's just not possible. In the winter, we're not dealing with thunderstorms. We're dealing with large-scale storms that come west to east across the country. That's a little bit easier to nail 5, 6, 7 days out. Again, not perfectly, but we can know, hey, 5, 6 days from now, we're looking at a storm, stay tuned. So it's summer thunderstorms versus kind of big storm systems in the winter. A little bit different style of forecasting.
Okay, let's talk just a little bit about your website, Opensnow.com.
Sure, absolutely. Hope he didn't give the whole
he
deal.
did plenty, but we're going to do more. But, I mean, I use your website religiously in the wintertime. A lot of people do. But what do you have on there during the summertime? Kind of the same deal, right?
Well, the summer we do have forecasts. We're actually working. It's in the App Store right now on a forecasting app for 14ers. It's going to be called Open Summit. A little late in the season now, but this is a long haul. Yeah, we're launching very shortly. The winter, Opensnow, it's for powder lovers, people that love to ski great snow. And our team of meteorologists in Tahoe, Utah, myself here in Colorado, and others, we go on there and try to direct people to when we're going to see the best powder day. So we can't always get the inch down to the inch perfectly, but our job is really to get you set up for, hey, 5 days from now, looks like it's going to be a good day, clear your calendar.
I love it. So people can log on to your website, opensnow.com, find out more information. But you're going to hang out with us. Thanks for coming up today.
Absolutely.
Joel's going to be with us after the commercial break. We're going to be doing our first weather. Joel and I are going to take to the weather wall. We'll be right back.